Welcome back, everybody! We're having One Piece D20 today! For the first time in a while.
It's been months. What you been doing, Wolfric?
Wolfric's not your beloved DM.
Wolfric is not here, there's only Fox.
Yes, Wolfric's not here right now. But yes, hello everyone! It's been so long! I'm really excited to play today. What about the rest of you?
Yes!
I have been waiting for this for a long time.
I am so excited. So excited.
Why is Kurogon playing One Piece today?
Look, this is what Kurogon plays Sunny. We've already established it.
So, why don't you guys go through and give like a brief synopsis on your characters, and then I'll handle the NPC crew.
Alright, I could go. My name is Gene Paulsgrave. I'm the captain. Also, I'm currently an old man, but my devil fruit power, the Wither fruit, causes me to age, and then also gives me the power to take back some of that life by borrowing it from other people in a sense. So right now I'm old, but maybe later on I'll be young and strong again.
And that's Gene.
That's a brief summary.
Yep, that's Gene. How about you,
hey
Sonny?
guys, it's me. Yeah, it's Sunny. So I'm a dwarf, but definitely not a child. Do not call me a child. I will slice you up if you call me a child.
He won't. You can call him
I
a
will.
child.
I've done it before. I've done it
You
before.
haven't.
I have.
Nope.
There is proof.
No
But
proof.
I have I'm a swordsman, and I have the fold. I'm a fold human, or fold dwarf. Either way, I can fold anything as long as it's inanimate and not myself.
Yes. And that yes, go ahead, Sonny.
And I have the sword. It's a full-size sword. I'm stronger than I look.
Yes. And that is Sonny. Now, how about one of the other crew members? Wait, what's your function?
I'm the first mate.
Okay. And
I guess I should also let you know that I'm the cook, but
he's the chef. All right,
yes,
now we
I do
can
the
move
chef
on.
romancing thing.
Yes. Moving on. Dart, you want to go?
Sure. I am playing Dunstan Duke, who is a halberd fighter. He's also the Vampire Sea Adventurers navigator.
Thank you for saying Sea Adventures.
Yes, yes. We are sea adventurers here. None of them are pirates.
Nope,
We have
not
a
at all.
name now? When did we have a name?
Yeah, we're the sea adventurers. Where have you been, Millie?
Vampire Sea Adventurers is not the official title. It is to be determined. That it's just a working title.
It's the official title in Dunstan.
And
Also, I have a pet Triceratops.
yeah.
Dunston's
What was
also
his
a bit
name
of an
again?
idiot.
Yes.
I believe his name was whatever it was decided his name was at the time that you choose to
It
call
was
it, man.
Steven, and then it was Rocky, and then basically it changes.
I think he was
That's the
Spot for a while. Yeah.
Balboa.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a Balboa in there.
I mean, I feel like it's possible for there to be a Balboa, but I don't know. That's up to Dunstan. What about you, Doom? Who do you play?
I'm not Doom, I'm Ta.
All right, Ta.
And I play...
That's what you get for calling
Yeah.
me Wolfric.
That's what you get.
Hey.
I am playing Millie, one of a pair of two sisters that's part of the crew, who is a One Piece version of Amazons. What were they called?
They're Kuja.
Kuja. Free spirit, happy girl that is the musician of the crew.
She just wants to sing. Why won't they let her sing?
Yes,
Because
why
every
won't
time
you
she's
fucking
trying,
monsters?
she's been really bad at it.
You're just like the others on her island, you monsters.
No, Sunny approves of your singing and stuff.
Yeah, everyone in the crew loves your singing,
Yeah,
I think.
I think. I don't know about Dunstan. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I put in
anything.
that asterisk.
It's like something. As long as it's like literally anything to do with geography. That's about it.
All right. And of course, Millie mentioned her sister, Tilly, who is An interesting member of the crew. How would you guys describe her?
Hot and cold.
Sassy.
Sassy, hot and cold. Yes, she seems to be on one of either two moods, which is cold and calculating or Valley Girl. And there seems to be no in between. She,
I mean, there's also the third, which is hyper violent, but
well, yeah.
that's like
That's part of the cold and calculated side. Fine.
Yeah.
can't be cold and hot at the exact same time, boy.
She's the crew's scientist, kind of, in so much as you can call her a scientist. She really just reads books. You know, that's
She
what
read that one
scientists-
book.
Yeah, that's what scientists do.
That's what nerds do, right? They read books.
Yeah. She's a nerd, but a violent nerd, so maybe don't mess with her. And then the crew recently acquired a new crewmate, didn't you?
We
We
did.
picked up a vampire.
A really nice girl. Who
Second
studies
vampire.
Unofficial
definitely-
third sister to Millie. Or second sister.
And Sunny definitely doesn't have a crush on her.
Yeah, yes. This new crewmate is Eileen Tepish, which they saved from, Freak Show crew. The Freak Show was defeated handily, of course, by everyone. And, well, Eileen decided to join your group because you guys were really welcoming to her, really. She's still a bit shy, but, and she is the crew's new doctor. Congratulations, guys, on getting a doctor.
Which we need greatly.
Medic.
Medic!
Yes. So,
I
would anyone...
need healing.
What? Oh my god, dog, stop.
Is
Pup wants to
now
play.
is Eileen Tepish related to any other Tepishes of?
I don't know to what you might be referring.
Okay.
There's clearly no relation whatsoever to any other vampire-related games.
Probably just a coincidence.
This is completely a coincidence. Would anyone care to give a recap of what happened last time?
Been a while.
I would, but I don't remember what happened.
Alright.
I can do so if you wish.
Alright.
Last time we went to the carnival. We
wait,
played
I'm not
around at
done.
the carnival. Wait.
I'm not ready.
Oh.
Gotta
let me
wait
know
for the
when it's done.
music.
Yeah. Now you can do it.
Last time we went to a carnival. We played around at the carnival for a while. It was a fun romp through all of the it's kind of a spooky carnival. And we were going there kind of chasing after Eileen, who we had seen running away from the king, or running away from the guard. Apparently she had had a bit of a foul run-in with the king of the island upon which we are. And she works at the spooky carnival along with what she called the Freak Show. We went to that show at her invite, saw that she was being very much mistreated there by the ringmaster and the affiliated carnival workers or the members of the Freak Show. And we beat them up, and now she's hanging out with us.
We beat him up real good.
The ringmaster was a robot.
Yes, he was, actually.
It was a cyborg.
Not a cyborg.
There's a
but-
difference. There's still some human bits in there.
Yeah, there's still some human bits. The ringmaster was, in fact, a cyborg. And after Eileen joined you all, I think there was like a bit of a backstory moment you guys had with her.
Indeed.
Yes. Like how she was not wanted where she was. But yes, that's the recap.
That was also very good timing.
I know when that song ends. And now we shall play our opening music. Once the dog stops munching next to me, he is a big
It's okay,
muncher.
nobody can hear the munching.
What's our theme of the day, Fox?
This one.
It's a good theme.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a dog?
Yeah, it's a big dogger.
Yep,
Somebody
little pupper.
Pupper, stop! You're not a good accompaniment.
He begs to differ.
Does him.
それらは決してとどまることはない。
I think that's enough.
Oh, I was enjoying it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let it
It's
run.
It's time to move on.
It's time to move on. Alright, let's
Come
start
on.
playing. Oh no, I've upset everyone by cutting short the jam session.
How could you?
I know, it's on me. I'll put on some fun stuff.
Well, because where we left off, I believe we were just kind of finished. We were leaving the carnival after spending a bunch of time there, right?
Yeah. It's in the middle of the night, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was giving us an assumed rest. But if there's also stuff that's gonna happen at night, then...
Well, it's just in the middle of the night when you guys leave the carnival. You guys haven't
Okay.
really rested yet.
In that case,
We should
are we
go do
going?
that.
Ow.
Yeah, we should definitely go do that. I mean, I didn't take much damage, but it's still probably a good idea for all of us to rest.
That does sound like a good idea.
So you guys are headed back to the town?
Is
Yeah,
there a place
plus-
to stay here, perchance? Because I know that we had perhaps some unpleasant business at the town earlier. I did pay off those Marines there, but we might want to. A night away from there would be good if we could have that happen.
That's agreed upon. Also, we need to find a bigger ship. I don't think we're all gonna fit on our ship.
And I mean,
Wow.
if there's nowhere else to stay, then of course we can stay
Yes.
at the town.
Yeah,
Let's go
we'll
steal
have
a
to be
ship.
careful.
I'm sure we could. It might be a bit late to buy a tent, unless any of you have one. That said, I'm sure you can just make a campfire or something.
Millie, what is with you and stealing?
What, you got a better plan for getting a ship? Because I don't.
Millie?
Me.
Oh. Maybe I can't hear Ta. Ta? Say something for
Can
me?
you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you now, sorry.
I can now hear you.
Lupian's such is still on screen.
Ah. That would be why I have done the foolishness.
You are a fool in school for cutting shit.
Yes. Welcome now back to the real show. So
The curtain is down.
It was Dio the whole time.
So actually, you guys are kind
Neo's
of
Dio.
over here. You guys are over here. So are you gonna head back to town? Are you gonna? Yes, hello, dog.
I mean, if we want to camp out, I could scrounge us up some food. That's no problem.
You see Eileen like very nervously trying to say something, but each time one of you speaks up, she like backs down.
Eileen, you have something you wanted to say?
You all mentioned a ship?
We don't have a ship. We need to steal one.
Well, we had a boat, a sailboat.
We don't need to steal one.
I think we need to steal one.
We need to get
We
one.
need to procure one. Procure, please.
We have
Millie
funds,
will,
we have abilities. I'm sure we could find good work.
Yeah,
Maybe
we can secure one at a very good price.
How about free? Free is always a good price.
That's the kind of that's our kind of price range.
Millie will actually lock her arms with God, what was the vampire chick name? again?
Eileen,
Eileen and Dunstan and say, how about we go look for a ship?
how about we let the lady speak because she's been trying to for a while.
Well, I know the ringmaster, Blondie, he brought me here on a ship.
You know,
We can
Good
take that
idea.
one.
the idea of stealing a ship may not be the best thing, but if it's his ship, I mean, he has it coming. So
Doesn't look like a giant circus tent or something, right?
I don't think it
Gotta
does.
have some style.
I would not like to ride around in a giant circus tent. That would terrible.
How many people does it hold?
Let's go! And Millie starts pushing her towards the town.
Eileen just gets barreled away.
Eileen is gonna kind of accidentally trip Millie.
Fox, you're muted. Oh no, Alex, you're muted.
Alex.
Sorry, Sunny is gonna accidentally trip Millie. kind of just leaving his sword out where she could trip over it, and maybe also bring Eileen away from her so that she can finish her thoughts.
Oh, this sounds like a roll. What should you roll for this? Alex, make a
Sleight of stealth. Okay, I mean it's
a sleight of
hide
hand.
roll, I guess, or sleight of hand. Okay, I'll do sleight of hand. That's the best sleight of hand roll ever.
All right, and
Don't
Millie.
look at it. It's a nat 20.
And Millie, roll a spot.
It wins.
So, Millie, you don't see this coming, but your feet suddenly go flying out from under you, and you topple forward with Eileen and land. You can both land on the ground in a questionable position. You know how harem protagonists land on their women of choice like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help Eileen out.
Millie will.
And maybe try to spirit her away from Millie.
Millie's on top of Eileen, so you're gonna have
Millie will.
What are you
Without-
doing, Millie?
Without skipping a beat, she'll get up and pull her up too, holding her hand. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Something just took my leg around me.
It's okay. I don't mind.
We should maybe think of a plan instead of just going off into the woods to get lost. You know, Millie? As he hurriedly picks up the sword, hopefully without her noticing.
Sonny, out the corner of your eyes, you see Tilly giving you a look that looks like maybe roll sense motive.
I don't think I need to to know. As of 13.
That's good enough. Yeah, she's looking at you like she wants to absolutely murder you.
Definitely cold sweat dripping down his forehead as he's like, just we should talk about it instead of just going off on our own. That seems like a really dumb thing.
Well, before we do anything, I am tired. And I'm tired for a couple of reasons.
And he just kind of like gestures down to like his desiccated looking arms and like withered
Is it because
face.
you're old?
It's because I'm old,
Again?
yes, that's right.
Oh, he's so old, Millie.
How old am I?
How old are you, actually? That's a good question.
100.
Oh, well, I'm actually about, at this point,
Ooh, mid-20s.
he kind of thinks a little bit, no, not mid-20s, I'm older than 47. It's hard to keep track with all the days.
You are old.
You
No,
don't
I
look a
am-
day
I'm
over
pretty
70.
Yes.
47,000?
I thought you were doing
old.
I thought you were doing a joke setup. Not 47,000. That's older
I don't
than
think
old.
anyone's
I
that old, Millie. Come on.
I don't think the world's that old. Maybe Kaido.
Anyway, we should definitely rest a bit before going anywhere. That seems like a good idea.
Right now, you guys are still standing just outside of the circus.
But we can rest on the ship once we take it.
Well,
But that's so much work for the night.
That's so much work for the night.
I'm agreeing with the captain here. That seems like a lot of work, especially with all that we've been tonight.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, as the captain, I don't think I've ever made a decision. Let's sleep. Now. That is my decision as a captain.
Well, we probably shouldn't do it here. What if those
No,
guys
you
come
heard the
back?
captain. I'll go get some firewood.
Wait! What if those guys come back?
Under the night
I'm
under the
gonna
stars.
go
Sounds
procure
good.
I'm gonna go procure a real camping place somewhere that isn't right next to a burnable circus tent. If that's okay, I mean you can join me if you want, Captain.
No, camping sounds good. Wherever you all see fit.
ever
I
been
can.
camping before?
Well, let's look for a proper place. I don't think it's legal to even camp by this this circus tent.
That's a good point. We wouldn't want to break any laws. And we go and
we go and find a spot. Do we have to like make
I'm dying.
a search to find a good camping spot, or is that a thing that we can do?
God, what would be the skill for it? You can't.
Survival.
You can't murder me with giggles and then expect me to know what skills are again.
Feels like survival would work for that.
Oh, I'm actually good at that because I've done a lot of that.
Sure. Is there a survival skill?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Oh, I didn't think that was a real skill.
I don't know if it's in One Piece, but you can always make it part of One Piece.
Fox, there is a reason I have a big document of all the skills on it for when I DM this game.
Curses!
I'll send it to you.
Just do not a gather information. Yeah, gather information with wisdom, I guess. That'll work.
I will assist, I guess.
I will roll.
Alright. That is good.
That is very good.
If it's using wisdom, it's I think ever so slightly. Yeah, it's one higher. It's a 19.
Well,
Nice.
that is good. You find a nice little clearing a good distance away from the circus. It's kind of secluded, kind of I wouldn't say well hidden, but like no one's gonna spot you immediately if they pass by,
Cool.
unless you have a fire going or something.
Which
Which I assume we will. I feel like we're not like hiding
Right.
so
We're
much.
not-
It's just assuming that not a ton of people are going to care.
We're not plotting an attack. We're just camping, yo.
Yep. All right.
I'm gonna go get some food.
Alrighty. Go.
Billy will
Venture
begin
forth.
singing.
Roll me a cooking, I guess, to see if you find some
Okay.
stuff.
Cool. Wow, that is the worst.
So you find some.
I can see how today's gonna go.
Find some berries and like some herbs.
Pretty dark out.
Yeah, it's pretty dark. Can't see too much.
Maybe you should have thought of this earlier. I'm gonna come back with some berries and herb. I could use some help, maybe. It's kind of dark out. Not easy to see things.
Dunstan will get up. Did we make a campfire yet?
I think no.
No, we have not made the campfire yet.
Let's make a campfire and then we can at least make some torches to go with it so we can actually see where we go.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I can put together a fire while you all get wood and food and all that.
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but that's a really good idea, Dustin.
You know, I thought you'd say that. Ugh. I have good ideas, you know.
The last quote-unquote good idea you had was taking a dinosaur as a pet.
That was a great idea.
I mean, his other good idea was to steal a boat.
Exactly. Besides, what have you got against Jeffrey?
Where is Jeffrey anyway? I'm talking outside character.
Jeffrey is kind of milling around by the ladies, by like Millie, Tilly, and Eileen, and
Of course he's.
gently nose bumping them
dirtbag.
for pets.
It's not raining, is it?
It is
I
not.
don't. Okay, I asked because I forgot that I had rainy mood on in the background, and I didn't know if that was your ambiance or mine.
That's definitely yours.
Okay, it's good.
Okay, well, I guess Dunstan and Sunny will go gather some wood.
All right, Dunstan and Sunny off to go wood gathering. I won't make you roll
Really?
for this because it'll be pretty easy to find it.
How do we find wood in a forest full of trees?
It seems difficult.
Gee, I don't know.
After making a fire, Jean is gonna just kind of like wander off into the forest and kill a couple trees in order to gain a little bit of strength.
Wow.
Millie is just
Gene
clean.
has so Gene gets back a little bit of his youth, and
It
comes,
wasn't. Oh, go ahead.
and comes back with really, really dry firewood.
See, I feel like the wood that I come back, it's like not even dry. It's dead, but it's like dust almost, like almost too quick. Good, maybe good kindling, maybe good to start a fire with.
Yeah, probably.
Millie's cling to Eileen.
Eileen.
Yeah, Eileen. Just
Well,
just hugging her.
so we got some wood. I see you also got some wood, Captain.
I did too. It'll probably go up pretty quick, though.
Yeah, probably.
He
Well,
looks
at least we got
slightly
some
healthier.
extra.
He looks slightly healthier. It's not like the same as like when he drained a person. It's obviously not quite as efficient, but a little bit better.
Huh. We really. He whispered. Sonny's gonna whisper to himself. We really are turning to the vampire pirates, aren't we? I mean, the adventurers.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh, my child.
now that we've got this wood and the fire, we should get it going, and now we can make some torches and go find some proper food.
Anybody got any rope?
I do. Tilly just brings out this rope.
Why do you have rope?
Just from Hammer Space, like
She likes to tie up people.
Yeah.
We just need a little bit to wrap around the end of the torch so the fire doesn't get out of control.
Yeah, sure.
Then Sonny backs away slowly.
Sonny, here. Cut up a little piece of rope.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Is she still giving him the murder glare?
It's reduced now.
And Sonny is picking out a sword. It's like a switchblade and just cuts up some rope.
Okay. And
In typical chef style.
maybe not typical chef
That's
style.
just a
Typical
little-
chef style. A chef with a katana.
an atypical chef style.
Exactly.
He definitely diced it and made it great for no one.
Hey, I made it good for torches.
Uh-huh. Alright, so Dunstan, you now have a torch.
Let's go look for food then.
Alright.
All right, let's go. 2 eyes are better. 4 eyes are better than 2.
Gerald comes with you. He appears valiantly at your side with his horned head held high and his chest out. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna feed the ladies."
Show up. And then the laser eyes between us two.
And he snorts at you, Sonny.
I can still make a meal out of you.
I'm gonna slam the blunt end of my hammer down at him. Boy, don't go eating my pet.
I'm too loved to be touched now.
I think you mean excess food.
Wow.
This is my battle mount, not extra food.
Yeah.
He
Jerry
has more than
nods
half of his
vigorously in
dick.
agreement.
We'll see about that. And then we go look for food.
You definitely can't kill him. He's clearly at least a little bit sentient.
He nods again, vigorously.
That's still really weird, by the way.
I mean, isn't that just normal for war?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
lizards?
just normal.
This is normal.
That's a good point. I forgot.
So we're going to look.
Okay, off you guys go to go look together. Give me a spot.
Well, I'm fantastic at these.
Okay, just to let you know what I'm looking for. Mostly meat, but Dunstan will be like looking around for any like fauna that looks edible.
All right.
Also, mostly meat, because we can't find sweets out here. But if there's any sugarcane.
Okay. Well, you spot a couple strange-looking lizard things.
Well, look, food.
Yeah, they're about, I don't know, pig-sized.
Yep, definitely food. Well, we found some. That'll probably be enough to feed us tonight.
It's probably enough to feed you tonight.
Can I roll knowledge in nature to see if we know anything about them first?
Sure. Go ahead.
As soon as I find words. Yeah, that does. 24.
These are very clearly dinosaurs. Very,
Yeah, more
very
dinosaurs.
clearly dinosaurs. They seem to be the ovivorous kind of things, which means they prey on the eggs of other dinosaurs. So they're just kind of creeping around with their long, slender claws. They should be good eating.
Has nobody searched this island? I thought these things were supposed to be extinct.
Wait, what is it? Are they supposed to be like more Gerald?
Rosemary, and yes.
Rosemary.
Oh, okay. Well, let's. As long as they're not related, it should be fine, right? Looking over to the dinosaur, the rosary.
What do you eat anyway? I say, looking towards Lionel over there.
In response, he leans down to the grass and takes a big mouthful, and just munches it at you.
Huh.
I think he likes grass.
Ooh, well, that's easy enough. Might be a problem on a ship, though. We'll have to make sure we have plenty of fresh fruit and veg.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we could grow some of it. That seems fun.
You see,
grow grass on a ship? That makes no
Not necessarily
sense.
grass. Come on, Dunstan. Could be like fruits.
Well, I won't claim to be a farmer or anything, but that seems a bit strange to me.
I mean, yeah, it seems strange, but it's not impossible. Anyway, we should take care of these.
yes, indeed. So, I guess you guys can roll attack rolls, and let's see how you do.
I rolled with power attack. Take it out in one swipe.
Let me roll a d20 just to see how they do. Alright, yeah, you managed to get most of them. There's only one that manages to get away from you. These guys seem like they're really fast. One of them squeaks when it sees you, which alerts the others, and one manages to get away, but you guys tear through a couple of them pretty easily, and you have some nice dinosaur chops to bring back to the others.
Delicious.
I can actually cook them up on the spot, because I have cook.
Well, only the ones you killed.
Yeah, so the one I killed, I just immediately turned into some nice filet-o dinosaur.
Meanwhile, the ones I killed are probably got like kind of hacked to pieces.
Yep, pretty much.
And that makes it easier to carry.
It sure does. And so is that all you guys wanted to do?
I guess I'll also pick up some more, like, herbs and berries on the way back.
Sure, you can do that. What was your spot roll again?
It was 17 or 18? 17.
You can
Wait, no,
pick up
that's not
some medicinal herbs too.
Yeah, it was 7. Alright, cool.
Alright. So you guys head back with medicinal herbs and cooked and raw meat in tow, apparently.
It's fine.
And Tilly looks up and sort of just... Let's see, she's gonna roll sleight. She's gonna roll sleight of hand. Sonny, spot!
She's probably gonna get this because my rolls haven't been great. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna get some.
So Sonny, you suddenly fall flat on your face.
So, like, a foot. Because I'm not very tall.
Yeah, but you fall flat on your face.
Oh, that was weird. Get back up and pretend like nothing happened.
Yep. And Eileen perks up when you guys return.
Oh, you're back. What did you get?
Oh, we managed to find some herbs, but also some meat. I've already got some pre-cooked if you want some.
Well...
How did you cook it out there?
I'm good like that.
He used the torch.
Yeah.
I'd kind of like the raw stuff, if it's okay.
Oh,
I
because
mean-
you need to drink blood.
You don't ask
She
to
looks
be so-
immediately
Don't be
flustered and
insensitive
covers her
about it.
face.
Yeah, that was really insensitive, Millie.
What do you mean? It's just how she is.
Yeah, Captain's the same. What does it matter?
Yeah.
I mean, people have looked at me so awfully because of it.
Well, I mean, so what if you drink blood? It's just something that you have to do to survive, and I think that's fine.
Yes. Millie is like cheek, nuzzling her cheek.
I mean, we basically do the same thing when we eat steak. It's just cooked. That's all.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
She looks uncomfortable, but
Really, you're fine. It's, I think, less strange than what I do, and they're all fine with that.
I sit.
Yes. You're both vampires, and we love him just as much as we love you.
I'm not a vampire. Just to be clear.
Suddenly sits right down right next to Paul.
I kind of thought
to
you
Jean.
were.
Really is.
No, more like a lich if I had to make a comparison.
see.
To a
Wait, that's
fantasy
worse.
creature. I'm not saying it's not worse. I'm just trying to be accurate.
I see.
Oh,
He's a
leech.
vampire that's
what you mean,
ashamed.
right? You're a leech.
Yes, like one of those bugs in water.
Wow. There's a lot of insensitivity going on around here. Anyway,
But if you
Jean,
go
No,
water,
I
won't
think
you
it's
drown?
important that we should be able to have such conversations.
Well,
Part of
But-
who we are.
but leeches aren't medically significant, so I wasn't trying to be mean.
I didn't take it as such.
So what's
Anyway.
the difference between a vampire and a leech?
it doesn't matter. Jean here eats.
I
She hands
do,
you a
and
plate.
on the subject, yes, thank you.
It's actually more like a stick full of meat, and he has one that's like the size of his face.
Tilly like disinterestedly grabs a huge drumstick and just eats off of it. And Eileen kind of slightly turns around in her ladylike manner with a raw piece of meat.
Eileen, I don't know if you could do seasonings, but I've got some if you want some.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. They're here if you need them. Just put some over his.
When Eileen does turn back around, the drumstick looks dry as a bone. With all the
And
meat
make
still
sure-
on it.
If you are going to cook for Eileen, make sure you don't use any garlic.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah, do you have any weaknesses we should be aware of? Like, can you go out in sunlight?
I can go out in sunlight, but
I mean, we met her in sunlight, so that's a stupid question.
Hey, she might have been wearing like sun cream or something.
I
Wooden
was actually.
wooden stakes.
I'm a little sensitive to the sun.
What about running water? Can you cross that? Because that might be a problem if you can't, considering, ocean.
I've sailed on the ocean before.
Yeah, didn't you remember she came here on a boat?
Well, I'm sure we'll be fine then.
I would have felt really bad if you couldn't go on water. That would have kind of been a deal breaker.
Yeah, it wouldn't have
Jeez,
been
does
bad.
no one listen to her? She said she came here on a boat. So
I
clearly she's
listened.
fine with water.
No, I'm with you.
It was Dunstan that asked.
I'm not sure if garlic's a problem. I don't think I've had anything with garlic.
I mean, I didn't find any garlic, so.
No, you might have some on you though.
No.
Shove it in her face.
I
Carrying that reek of garlic to ward off the captain.
I just pull some garlic out of my backpack. I've got some here if you want to try it.
As you pull it out, Jean just kind of, oh, away, away, and leans back.
And as you do, it's more subtle, but Eileen's face goes a little green. It appears like she really doesn't like the smell of it.
Oh, I'm gonna put that back then. Wrap it back up, put it in my backpack, deep down.
And she even
Oh, I was-
giggles at Jean's silly display.
Yes, I was just joking, but you actually don't. Okay, well, I'm sorry about that. This is very nice, by the way. I've spent a lot of nights like this, alone, camping out. Having more people here is, it's wonderful.
Yes.
I understand that. I mean, in my travels, I was alone a lot too, but I guess because I was kind of on a mission, it didn't really bother me that much. But I guess being stuck alone on an island must be a real bummer. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Gene.
You were stuck alone on an island? For how long?
Many years. Mostly just kind of waiting to die, if I'm being honest. But I'm here now, and that's what matters.
That sounds horrible.
Her-
I can't imagine being alone. And she immediately takes a sister in each arm.
Oh god. So sister in each arm. Eileen does look a little cross when you say that you were waiting to die though.
You know, you shouldn't talk like that.
I agree. I mean, if you had died, we wouldn't know you, and I'd still probably be stuck on that stupid island.
And I'm thankful for it. It was a hard time, but, well, life finds a way, I suppose.
Yeah. Just
Now
don't do that again, okay? If we ever get stuck on an island, we're gonna find a way off, okay?
So you
Yes.
were all alone on that island? No one in
Yes.
years came to visit you?
Every now and again, some people would land there, and, well, I'd stay away from them for the most part, as, well, I wasn't quite so good at handling, and he just kind of points down at his body, this at the time. And, well, I just didn't want to accidentally hurt anyone. I thought this would end me before I learned how to do anything with it, but, well, again, here we are. I'm thankful for it.
I guess so. I can relate
It's good.
to not wanting to hurt people.
I don't want to bring down the mood. Put another... and he kind of... he looks over at Millie and... Millie, why don't you play us a song?
Before that, she says, well, it's good. You have so much to live for now. You have an entire family. And she immediately points to him and go like, grandpa, sisters, and it's to all of them. Big brother points at Dunstan, and little brother.
I skipped Dad and went straight to Grandpa, huh? Fair enough.
I mean,
You should look at yourself, Gene.
No, I know.
well, I didn't really know my dad all that well, so you can be my dad if you want.
Actually, that sounds like a lot of responsibility I'm not ready for.
It's alright, it was sort of a joke anyway.
And then Millie starts to sing.
Alright, give me a perform roll, you silly Millie. Yeah, it's what kind of song are you singing?
Same song as before.
It's a happy one?
The happy words with a melancholy tone.
Ah, yes, that's still hard for me to imagine.
This is the best day.
Like that.
Yes, essentially. More sorrow,
Ever.
but yes.
And listening to this sad song, I guess Gene would go to bed. It's getting late anyway.
Yep.
And we got a day of what sounds like stealing ships tomorrow.
Sounds like it, yeah. So I guess we'll all go to sleep.
Alright, so all of you tucker off to bed. And in the morning... Oh no, we've lost Dart.
We have him.
Oh, he's back. Oh my lord.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear everything.
It's too much!
Sorry. I've got my headphones plugged in, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Abort! We have to abort! Technical difficulties, everyone. Don't mind us. So that was fun.
There it is.
Well, maybe this is a good place to take our break.
All right. Yeah. While we wait for
Yeah.
Dart to figure out whatever's going on there.
Alright. Then we'll be back after, I don't know, 15-minute break or so. Everyone good with that?
Yep.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Alrighty. See you soon. Bye. Welcome back! We're back from our break! Hello, welcome! We're back. When we left off, the crew was getting a nice 8 hours of rest, which means they are healed for a certain amount of tiny hit points. Was it like 1?
It's 1 per level, and I think we're level 2.
Yeah.
Unless medic does the thing.
Medic!
Medic! Eileen! Does she have a feat for that? Was it a feat?
I think it's just a normal roll.
Alright, she can roll
Yeah.
a healing roll.
Wait, can you
Like
guys
DC 13
briefly
or something?
explain the regain health mechanic to me again?
Oh gosh, you gain back your level in HP every hour.
Oh, okay.
It's-
So we're at 12.
Needlessly complicated.
It is. So yeah, Eileen does a good. Now that's doubled to like 4 HP per hour. I think that's how that works.
I only needed 1 HP, so I'm good.
I know Dunstan was hurting.
I think I took the plot here last time, so I was alright.
Oh, okay. Well. Oh, this is a little too epic. No thanks.
I
Wake
felt
up
very-
and heck, wake up to this music.
Yeah.
Wow, what a sunrise!
Yes, how beautiful does the sun have to be?
It must be gorgeous because clearly you awaken to a very beautiful sunrise. And also
Oh god, it burns.
And also you see some Marines wandering around outside of your campsite.
Well, the campfire has already been put out long ago.
Yes.
Ah, my favorite people.
Yes. They're
You
actually
mean the trash?
Jeez. Jeez. They're here. Gene, wake up.
Good morning.
We've got Marines.
Millie is covering
Are they bothering us, or are they
Eileen
just
because she
walking?
mentioned that she
They're-
was allergic to the sun.
They're outside the campsite. Well, a little ways outside. They're not exactly bothering us, but I think they might be looking for us.
I know there's nothing wrong with us camping here.
I'm gonna go take a look.
Alright. So Sunny goes out. Is anyone else going?
I'll go if I'm awake. Is there
I'll
a way
go
to
as-
see if I'm awake?
I'll go as well.
Roll a wisdom or whatever will save to get out of bed.
Okay. Oh, but bed is so nice.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, the bed's real nice. It's real comfortable. I mean, these leaves and really, Geronimo there that you're sleeping against. He's kind of comfy.
It's a great pillow.
Yeah, he's a big pillow. Pillow
I
treasure.
think you should have a +2 to that. You should have a +2 to that unless you have negatives in will.
Also,
I do have negatives as well.
Oh, well,
What was that?
all of you have.
Yeah, I do have negatives.
Oh,
Sorry.
That's- All of you have like daily vitamins as a result of having Eileen on your crew. Yay!
So I have
Yay.
the +1. You get
Yeah.
13.
So make sure to add
plus
that
one
if
to
you
what?
haven't yet.
What's it to?
It's
Uh,
fortitude and willpower.
Okay. The saves?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a 13 then, if we're counting that.
yeah, but Geronimo's so comfortable.
Oh, it is, though.
Alright, so Sunny goes out. Are you just gonna walk right up to one of the Marines?
I'm behind the bush and listen.
Really, they're just kind of milling around. They said, spread out. We need to find her. Things like that.
Who's her, I wonder?
Jeez.
I guess with that, I'm just gonna go back. And hey. So, I think they're after Eileen. Gene.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case.
Are we all sleeping together?
I mean, you
I
were
mean, we're
probably
camping.
snuggling.
I assume in a pile. Just
Just one big pile.
Okay.
so, Eileen, where's this boat? Is Is it back at Soleil or is it here at the Cirque du Soleil?
Well, the last time I saw it, it was here. But,
And she looks a little bit, and let's see if she can see it.
I can't see it. You could usually see the mask poking, right above the big top there.
And she kind of points in the general direction.
Well, we gotta find it then. It's gonna be. I mean, how hard can it be to find a ship?
Then let's go. There's no time to waste. And she immediately pushed Dunstan.
What?
We're stealing the ship. It's time to go.
I really wish you wouldn't put it like that. But
We
I
are
guess-
liberating the ship. It's time to go.
There we go. So we have to avoid that area because the Marines are searching for her. So let's try to be quiet about it. Let's not get any
If any
more
Marines
attention.
show up, we can take them.
Do you really want to become wanted by the Marines?
That's exactly. It's
Yes,
probably
the
true
car
that-
rides. Probably a bad idea.
Millie just shrugs her shoulders like, that just seems normal.
Yeah, I mean, we come from,
Shh.
Chica, so...
I get it. I get that you guys are okay with getting bounties and all that, but do we really want to put that hassle on our captain friend here?
That's right. That's right. He is really old. He might have a heart attack.
Wow.
Exactly. I might have a heart attack, so let's not mess with him if we don't have to.
Eileen looks increasingly nervous.
And what?
Let's just avoid the tension if we
She
can.
just looks nervous. You'd have to do a sense motive to tell what about.
Sure. Sense motive. Where is my sense motive?
Well, they've seen me in the hat, so here. And Sonny gives Eileen his little straw hat. It's a samurai hat, not like a Luffy hat.
So...
When you said that, I did picture exactly you as like a tiny Shanks.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's not even a samurai hat. That's just a straw hat.
Well, but mine's more like a bamboo, like what you would see in traditional Japanese samurai things.
Millie, you can't really tell why Eileen's upset. Maybe she didn't
Probably
sleep
the
well?
blank. It's probably because the blanket I have on her
Yeah,
to protect her from the sun.
that's probably it.
So does she accept the hat?
Oh my gosh, yes. Let me resolve things. Yeah, she takes on the hat and then she pulls the blanket around her. And now she looks like one of those traveling swordsmen from straight out of a Japanese.
Perfect. No one
We
will
need
notice
to-
you now.
We need to legitimately give her that sometime.
I'm actually gonna give her my sword to hold on to. Here, this will complete the look.
She looks
I
straight out of the
unfold
Wano
it.
Kingdom.
I unfold it and the sheath.
you know, I
Here.
have one.
Oh, you do?
She
Oh,
just
in that case, you might help me.
just pulls out a tiny rapier and she's like,
I have this.
Oh, perfect. That'll complete the look.
all right.
Follow me then.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna look as much like a child as I can.
I guess roll a collective stealth check.
So hide.
Yeah, hide. Or move silently, rather.
Same either way.
Yeah, just everyone roll move silently.
Is that on the list, or is that like a custom?
It is
spell?
on the list.
It is a dex roll.
Oh, there it is.
That one.
Wow, crit 19.
Good job.
That one's for her, Eileen,
He's
and...
too tired not to move. He's just barely taking steps.
And that is Tilly, who apparently
Millie's-
is not very interested in moving silently. But the rest of you are, and it's good enough. So you manage to sneak around the circus. Eileen takes you kind of through a long way. And eventually you get to the point where she stops sort of like, well, halfway in mid-step. And roll me spot checks.
Sure. spot.
Everyone?
That's a good spot.
Yeah. Alright. Sunny, Millie, you can see that there's a dock up ahead, but there doesn't seem to be a ship by it.
I don't see a ship. I don't think it's here.
Millie,
Wow,
you...
shit.
Millie, you in particular actually see some... What are those? Red stains? It looks like red stains on the dock. Not sure.
Millie will immediately run to the stains.
Alright, well, it's a little bit of ways, but you run ahead of the others, and you run to the stains.
Do I see anything else? Does Millie see anything else while she's there?
Yeah, actually. Let's see. Is there a skill for that? Let me see. Not gather information. I guess you don't... Do you have any knowledges?
No.
Okay. Roll me a search, then. I think search is the right one here. It's like an investigation. Nope, those are red stains, alright. They seem to be dry.
What is she doing?
She's gonna start looking for the boat.
Alright. Tilly comes over, because she has to. And, she also does e-search. And she's just kneeling down, doing some searching, while Millie is apparently scouting the high seas for a boat. What are the rest of you doing?
Oh my god, they're gonna give us away. Gene. This is...
There's a way to what?
You sure chose some interesting characters. Join us.
I think they chose.
Yeah.
That's end of sentence.
I think they chose. You're right. Maybe we should.
I didn't choose them. They chose the life.
I like them.
I do
We
too.
should choose elsewhere.
Do you really want to just abandon this place? Something's clearly happened here.
I mean, yeah, but it's not here anymore. What are we gonna do?
Tilly,
Suddenly know exactly where they are because there's
Yeah,
like
but-
a blood trail leading us to them, but that's
Well,
pretty unlikely.
Well,
You don't see the blood trail. Apparently, you didn't even move.
I assume we're all like walking over, right?
Vaguely, at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tilly comes up to all of you after she's done conducting her investigation, and specifically she goes to Jean and says, so it looks like the carnies we defeated, they passed through here. I noticed some oil. It's probably what the Tin Man was all about.
All right. Could you tell what direction they were going? Out to sea or to a harbor here on the island? Do you think?
I saw it up until like the edge of the dock, so I'm guessing out to sea.
Yeah, I don't think there's such a thing as like a ship footprint or something, Captain.
Well, it looks like there goes the ship idea.
Well,
No.
if they were trailing oil, I was wondering if perhaps you could see which way it was being trailed.
Let me have a look again.
But I mean, if they're gone, they're gone. Not much
Wait.
we can do.
Maybe they went to Soleil. I mean, they were pretty injured if they still had splattered stuff, so they probably went to go see a doctor.
They might be.
We should go check it out.
Okay.
Melia begins pushing her towards the city.
You don't have to push everyone everywhere, right, Millie? We can walk on our own.
It's okay.
You're literally letting her push you around.
Yep, they're far away.
God dang it.
They're gone.
Gosh darn it.
They gone.
And I'm rushing off after him.
Alright.
Wait up!
Are the
Lance
rest
is gonna try and find a chance to talk to Jean on the way.
Yeah, Gene will hang back and talk to Dunson.
Captain, I know those guys didn't exactly get along well with us, but they weren't exactly the worst of people. They were just looking after themselves. It might be a better idea to just steal a marine ship. At least then we know we're taking it away from a true evil.
I would say that I actually like the logic that you're following, though I don't necessarily agree with your takes on morality.
Out of character, you know that they beat her, right? Or we found proof that they beat Aline.
Well,
I didn't say they were great guys.
yeah, I
Fair
mean,
enough.
You didn't ask her what they did to her either, so you don't really have an account from her.
I thought it was because of the way she was talking and some of the stuff that we saw. It was pretty clear that
she was limping, but she had like red marks on her ankles and wrists.
Yeah, it looked like from
didn't you say she had like a
right?
run-in with the king or something? Or am I
That's-
misremembering?
She was at the very least chained up at night so she couldn't eat people, or at least that's what they would word it as.
and
That could just be
yes,
a sensible precaution, just say it.
And
I mean, we slept with her and she didn't drink any of our blood that we know.
As far as you know.
as far as you know.
That we're
As
aware
far
of.
as we know.
I feel
I'm-
kind of woozy.
I don't have a lot of blood, and if I'd lost any, I'd probably notice.
I mean, with
But,
your
yeah.
age, you probably wouldn't wake up in the morning if that happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
so-
I don't know. I think we're fine.
Yeah, I think we're fine. But that aside, the point still stands that I'm not sure it feels necessarily right to just go in and steal these guys' ships. Not when there's a much more evil group of people we could be stealing them from.
As I said, I don't know if I fully agree, but I mean, if there's anyone in this town that seems like they deserve to have a ship stolen from, it's this terrible king.
Sonny would butt in, but he's ahead with the girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
And
That
you
would
do
be
remember that
fine,
Eileen
too.
did have a run-in with the king. She kicked him in the nuts. Was her
Yep.
accounting of it. Because he wouldn't take
Because he
no-
wanted her and she did not want him.
Yes.
A pretty fair reaction.
Oh my god, dog. Really? He's so happy he has a bone. He's tossing it everywhere, and it's going click-clack.
Well, it's your call, Captain. Just I'm just putting in my thoughts.
Noted. I also don't necessarily feel good about, stealing a ship from these individuals either. I'd rather if we could somehow finagle a way to procure one legally.
I don't think that's going to happen, Captain.
I think you're probably right, but we'll figure something out. Perhaps inspiration will strike when we go into town. Maybe there's some way we can earn some money as well.
Well, we can hold out hope. Well, don't fall over dead on the way there, old man. And Dunstan's going to carry on ahead.
I'll try my best. You go on ahead. It's fine.
And
That's so sad.
as he's already on ahead.
Yes. Balboa, the Triceratops, will help you along. He's nudging you, Gene.
Oh, thank you very much, Frank.
Pat him on the head.
Gosh. Everyone watching this is gonna be confused when we call it different names.
I'm confused, and I already know who you're talking about.
I see no problem at all.
Alright. All of you.
What's gonna get bad is when we're like, oh, good to is Penelope here, and people are gonna be like, who? You know, I'm talking about Eugene. Like,
You know.
it's the two and it's
What's
gonna be the
your
two
name?
the 2-in-1 phrase.
You know Roger. Come on.
Oh, you mean Dave?
Yeah, exactly. It's Fred.
I mean, it gets worse when you start calling it just the crew's names, like Jean or Millie or Tilly.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god, please
Yeah,
don't.
that's a lot.
Alrighty, so you guys head back to Soleil. Yippee-ki-yay. Welcome back. It's been a while. It's been a hot second since you guys have been in this town.
It's been a hot second since we've been playing this game too, so you know.
Oh, that's
So hot, so long, so much a second.
fair enough. And as you guys are coming to the city gates, I'm gonna put you all kind of over here-ish.
Can I interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah.
On the stream, there's Millie's token, and I just can't see it on my one. Is that on purpose? Is that like an accident?
Oh, I I do not.
Are you showing the GM screen?
I don't see Millie. Weird. I am not showing the GM screen. I am.
I think it's Millie's alt token, actually.
Yeah. Millie, do you see it?
No, I see Tilly.
Oh my
There's
god.
Millie.
Very strange.
I see.
I actually don't see it on my screen, so that must be just a roll 20 thingy.
Roll 20, you
That
silly
It
goose.
is very strange.
Very weird. And Millie doesn't see it, so anyone who could control the token can't get rid of it. So we're just gonna pretend like it's not there.
Well,
Yeah, I
we're
see.
going back in time.
I see Jean, Sunny, Tilly, Millie, and Dunstan. They're all there on my screen.
Yeah, there's a second Millie
Here I
on
am.
the stream. Maybe if I refresh.
Anyway, moving on.
Hang on, I'm gonna refresh the page. Stand by.
Standing by.
Thank you, Robo.
Rebooting and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Roll 20 online.
Yes.
How can I help you, G?
Oh my god. Is this better? It is not.
Good morning, Kurogan.
Okay, come on.
Sorry.
Roll 20 is just being a derp. Let us proceed anyway.
Yes.
Alright, so as you guys come to the town gates,
La 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 la, I'm just a kid.
yes, very much a child, you see. Oh god, that's big. You see two of these very official looking dudes standing guard outside of it.
This is bad, Gene.
Why, it's just a guy in a suit.
Yeah, but
Suits aren't anything to be afraid of.
they look official, like bad official.
Millie really will immediately run to the suit and wave her hand.
Probably just an accountant or something.
If you say so.
Are the doors locked or what?
The gates aren't closed, but they are being. He puts out one of the guards put out a hand to stop you and says, "Hey, good morning, miss."
Hello, we're here to go into the town.
Yes, we just need to check, do some inspections. You see, there's a missing person, and we're worried that some people might have absconded with them. So,
Who is this person?
no one important. Just, we need to do a check.
Well, he's distracted. I'm folding up my katana and putting it in my bag.
Millie is gonna put a hand on his shoulder and say, "We're trustworthy people. Can't you just let us through?"
Also, well, none of us are missing, as it were. Which you should be able to see.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god, Millie. How do you do this? Do you just turn on the charm?
she's a girl, but also a Kuja, so she's like, oh, obviously 10 times hotter. So
Yeah, and skimpily dressed. So,
exactly.
And to the question, do you just turn on the charm? I think the answer is yes.
I mean, not to lie,
Decidedly yes.
well, he
So I don't
starts blushing and looks away. Well, you're right. It's silly. But let us. If you see a pink-haired girl, then you should talk to one of the royal guards. They're dressed in uniforms like us.
Yeah.
She'll just nod her head.
And then Sonny's like, okay. In just the most childlike manner he can muster.
Oh my god! Roll a bluff.
I'm a child. It's fine.
It's good enough. You're a child. It's fine. He's much more paying attention to Millie anyway.
Yeah. It's fine.
Let me just roll something for Tilly. real
I don't have
quick.
bluff.
Oh,
Nope. He only has eyes for Millie.
all right then. I guess we'll be on our way.
Yeah, you
and-
can go ahead.
Step into town.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys can go into town.
As soon as we're clear of the gates, Sonny's got his sword back.
Yeah. So, And Eileen's still dressed up in the disguise you guys made for her.
Yep.
So she's relatively hidden. And as you go through the streets, you see a lot of people just milling around. There's some like guys in suits again, just wandering around, looking around. It seems like they're really looking for Eileen. And Eileen, of course, looks miserable. She's like, sorry.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna get you out of here. We're all gonna go somewhere nice and safe.
Yes, let's head to the docks.
Well, maybe we should get her off the street somewhere while the rest of us scout some ships.
I think that's a great idea. I'd also like to just take a moment and really take stock of our resources as a group, if that's something we could do as well.
Yeah, but I also don't think we should leave her alone. What if something happens and no one's there to protect her?
Well, we can discuss that if we find a nice tavern or inn.
You
or
guys
quiet
remember
space
the
to
nice tavern/inn that you guys visited when you found Eileen?
You beat up Marines there. That's not a good idea.
Yeah. You didn't beat up Marines there, though, so...
we beat up Marines, like, outside of there.
Like,
Yeah,
outside.
it's fine. We can go outside.
Those were Marines I paid off, which in theory, I mean, I don't know how much time that gets you, but in theory, we should be cool.
We should be cool. Alright, do you guys want to head for that, or do you guys want to look for a new place?
Let's look for a new place.
Honestly, if there is a sketchier tavern, like a nice sketchy tavern would be great.
Perfect place to hide out.
If you're asking around for a sketchy tavern,
No, I don't think we're asking for a sketch. Like, where's the worst?
sketch
What's the
tavern.
worst place
Just
in
look
town?
for the worst part of
I
town.
think we're just like looking for the worst district and
Alright,
finding a tavern in the
someone
worst part of town.
roll gather information, because that's still something you need to do.
I can give it a shot if y'all
I'm
like.
not doing that.
Yeah, they kind of point you in a direction. It seems like that tavern that you went to that one time. Millie has better luck. They're like, oh, sweetie, you don't want to go to that part of town. That part of town is no good. Gotta stay away from there. You're too beautiful. You're just too beautiful. And it kind of goes on like that. They are talking about this part of town, which is the kind of industrial docks warehouse district.
Literally the only way there is like across right by the castle, though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
There's a ferry that goes from here to here.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Wow, is it just a forward-backward ferry?
Yeah, they have those all the time.
That's a thing?
Yeah, no, that was completely tracked for
Lots of
me.
places have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine someone like that wouldn't want the peasants, definitely the questionable peasants around their things.
Stay away.
So they would have made a transportation so they can be away from the castle.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at that distance, it's probably not even like there's probably like one of those lines that is like a ferry on like the cord, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's probably. I mean,
Best of
I
all,
wouldn't
we
say
got
it's
to-
on the cord because this is like a big in from the sea out to the sea kind of dealio, but there is a ferry that goes across.
Plus, it would give us a
Billy
pretty
did-
good chance to
got-
like just
Billy
look
did-
at the. Sorry,
Alright, continue.
I was going to say it just gives us a good chance to look at the ships as well, since we're going through the docks anyway.
Millie then says, we can plunder the ferry and take that.
I think it's a bit small, Millie.
No, smaller than the boat that we came in on.
Yeah, I still think we're too big for that now, especially with Rampart over there, and she just points to the Triceratops. And he just perks up when the ladies mention
Yeah,
it.
Freddy does kind of stand out a bit.
This is slowly stop being names and just being titles.
Yes.
Lord Triceratops the Third.
The Triceratops with
rhinoceros.
1,000 titles.
Yes.
The Great Trinoceros.
And as you guys are headed to the ferry, you actually can swing by your ship. Only, well, at least you thought your ship was there.
Did somebody take our ship?
We
Uh,
we tied it up and like paid dock service and stuff, right?
Yeah. We did that.
You did.
But it's gone.
Yeah. It seems like it's gone, and it's surrounded by more men in suits. The dock.
What kind of awful people would steal a ship?
The docks in general. I'm gonna go talk to the harbor master.
All right. You can go do that. As you approach, he says, what can I help you with?" He looks a little sweaty. It looks like he's a little distraught.
Yes, sir. We had spoken when we first pulled in, but we tied up our ships here at the dock. We dealt with you, and my ship is no longer tied up at the dock, it would seem.
I don't remember your face, but I'm afraid a couple of the ships that were tied up at the dock have been stolen.
He like dabs his forehead with like a little handkerchief.
It's highly unusual, really. They're looking into it now. It's they found the wreckage of one off the.
My God, dog! Really?
You're not getting that back.
They found the wreckage of one off in the channel. You know, perhaps that stuff's yours. We're keeping it in the warehouse right now,
And he kind of directs you that way.
How many ships have been stolen?
Just small ones, really.
Rude.
It's quite strange. You think they would be after merchant ships or something with goods on it, but they're targeting these little ships.
Millie lean in at the mention of merchant ships and says, "Where are those parked?"
Millie, what the heck?
I think he's gonna sense motive you. And we'll give him, I don't know.
I'm sorry, my big sister's an idiot.
Yes, well, as you can see, that's probably confidential information, and given the circumstances.
Yeah, that's a good idea, sir. Millie, we should go.
Yes, if you want to check the warehouse over there, I think the mariners, the divers, are still bringing up stuff from the bottom of the channel.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Very well, we'll look at the warehouse.
Alright. So you guys head over that way.
Millie, you complete imbecile.
Which is conveniently across the ferry.
Huh, it's almost like we need to go there.
Wow, convenient, not planned. So, the ferry is this square kind of raft that is powered by what looks like a propeller of some sort.
A propeller?
Yep, a propeller.
I thought you said power, which made me really want to say a higher power.
It goes put, and then it like scoots you very, very slowly across the channel.
Looking around, what ships do we see?
Roll me a spot.
Yeah, sure, I'll also help in this.
God, Millie with the rolls today.
I got some seawater in my eye. I can't see anything.
Yeah. Millie with
And
the
you
rolls.
lose your powers.
Millie,
That's not the way that works.
use your powers for good, not ship stealing.
The reason that she rolls well is when we need to defend ourselves, but she rolls poorly when she's being her steely self.
So, Millie, you see a couple of kind of fancy-looking ships over on the docks you just left, and you see a lot of like cargo, what looks like cargo ships or some sort on the docks you're headed to.
Millie will begin pointing out all of the ship potentials that we can steal.
I'm specifically looking for any marine ships.
There. Roll me. Oh, you did. Yeah, there's like one marine ship. but there's only one, and it doesn't look like a particularly big one.
Well, that's good, because I doubt we could take a big one.
Yeah, it's just one of the... It's kind of what you'd expect to see sailing out in the blues. So, probably a low-ranking captain of some sort.
It doesn't seem like it has a lot of money, but it'll work.
Just gonna note that one's position for either, just in case, you know?
Just in case, alright.
Oh, do you not bring it up to anyone?
No, I probably won't bring it up.
Okay, then Millie's still analyzing the merchant ships.
And as you get to the other side, I'm sure you ask around for the warehouse. If you ask anyone, they'll point you to it.
Okay.
And it's sort
I can't say no to a child.
Yeah, they give you a couple odd looks. These are like really burly, gruff-looking men, and they look confused as to why a child and several women are here, as well as a triceratops. They're very.
Don't ask questions.
They have many questions, but they don't ask because they know better.
One of our ships was, well, our ship was one of the ships that was taken at the harbor recently, I believe. Must have been last night.
They weren't taken, they were sunk.
Well,
Someone
regardless.
had a grudge. Don't know who. Clearly they didn't know who they were looking for either.
Well, they found us, and we were told you had found some of, dug up some supplies at the ship. We wanted to see if there was anything that was ours.
Over there.
Is there a spot?
Yeah, I mean, he directs you to, like, it's just really a pile of stuff. It's all kind of waterlogged. But if you guys had any supplies hanging around on the ship still, the boat,
We stored our supplies on the boat, so yeah.
it's there, but it's waterlogged.
Oh dear. Sorry.
Oh, good. You are employees of the harbor, yes?
Yeah.
Now, with whom do I speak to lodge a proper complaint about the issue here, as our ship was tied up at the docks, and as such was your responsibility for the time that it was being, well, within your management here. It is ridiculous that we should have
come on, Grandpa Gene. And she'll put her hands on his shoulders.
Oh,
It's not like we weren't looking for a boat anyway.
But it is a valuable asset that we were holding on to. The scale of our
plus
ship
all
was
our
small.
stuff is wet.
A great deal of resale value that we likely would need to procure an additional ship around here. I do believe, well, simply, I know that this is not your responsibility. Just direct me to your manager so I know from whom to discuss recompense.
They look increasingly uncomfortable when you start bringing up legal stuff.
And this is where you guys learned that Gene was a merchant sailor for most of his life.
They look
You really know your stuff,
extremely
Gene.
uncomfortable. They're like,
Millie
"You
with
merchants or something."
Millie will bring up the fact that she saw merchant ships while we were coming over here. Maybe we can look at one of those.
Fine, you want the boss. He's up in that place over there, that shack.
And they point you to, like, it's not a shack. It's a pretty nice looking building, but it's nowhere near as fancy as what you would see on the other side.
Yeah. I just kind of look. Shall we?
Yes, we should go.
They
And-
said that,
Yeah,
Decent.
definitely.
the other guy said that the ships were stolen, not sunk.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they were sunk, I guess.
Yeah, well,
I mean, doesn't matter. All of our stuff is soggy now.
tell that to the ships at the bottom of the channel.
The only reason our food's okay is because I carried it with us.
Out of curiosity, as like someone who's been on the seas for a while, and I'm not maybe up to date on current market prices, but what was the ship that we had worth? Not a lot, but I mean, a boat's a boat.
Yeah. It.
In like a belly cost, like how much would it cost to buy a boat like what we had was?
You mean Barry?
In raw materials, it probably wasn't much, but it was a boat, and you can get around the blues in it. So maybe, I don't know. What's a decent price? Like, what was the bounty that Luffy had? He had 30 million, and that was extreme for the East Blue, right?
Luffy's original bounty, I think you're right. I think it was 30 mil.
Alright, so you could probably get 1 million berry for a boat of that size.
Okay. That is good to know.
That is good to know.
And I assume that's also like new, right? Like if we were buying a brand new fresh made boat that was like that, and that boat wasn't necessarily new.
Yeah.
Or would you saying like where it was at, it was worth about that?
Where it was at, it was worth about that.
Okay, cool.
Brand new, it probably would have been like 5. But that thing had seen some better days.
Yeah, but they can't prove that.
That's true.
That's very much true.
I don't think we can even prove that our ship sunk.
No, there's records of us at the dock, I imagine, when we...
Not to mention our soggy stuff.
Yes, also our possessions, which should serve as verification, as, there are a number of documents in there that identify me personally. I know my book was on the and Gene is kind of trying to dry off the pages of his valued devil fruit texts that were on the thing. Because I assume those were among the...
No, actually, Tilly's been carrying them around and reading them.
Oh, Tilly has them still. Okay,
Yes.
well that's good. That's good.
She's been reading them still.
You probably don't want to show that off to the details of you having the devil fruit and how it works. That might get you under people's radars.
You might be right about that, but for identification purposes, I assume they wouldn't parse through the book beyond just a glance to know that I am who I say I am. Regardless, let's step inside and see what we can come to terms with on this adventure.
All that aside, Captain, can you think of anybody who might last night have held a grudge against us, per se?
I think we're on the same page there, Dunstan, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too. Is this confirmation enough that out?
I saw
I
a bunch
think
of
we
merchant
pursue-
ships. I don't know why you're worried about money when we can just take it.
Well, before we go down that road, wouldn't it be nice to have both?
Wouldn't it, though?
Yeah, let's maybe weigh our options.
Alright, so where are you guys headed? Are you headed to get compensation?
Yeah, I want to talk to the boss of this place.
Yeah, we need that compensation, yo.
So,
Workers' comp.
as you enter the building, there's like this really, really short-looking man who looks really grumpy. He's got like a little cigar and he's puffing. He's about as short as Sonny.
Finally, someone I can see eye to eye to.
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
calling
yeah.
you a kid.
You tell George I said.
No, I said he's talking on a Den Mushi right now, sitting at his desk.
No, you listen to me here. I'm the boss. Yeah. You tell
There he
him.
is. Millie will rush straight towards him, pick him up, and bring him to G.
Put me down. Put me down.
Can't just pick people up, Millie. Put him down.
But Gene wanted
We'll
to speak
talk
to him.
We'll talk to him in a moment. Put him down. I'm very sorry, sir.
Well, I never, in all my years as a shipman.
I'm sorry, she's an idiot.
Well, it was kind of nice. I hadn't been squeezing it in such ample.
He just does a gesture.
he just looks. Somebody just looks at him and like, I know how you feel, buddy.
She's still holding on to him, but she slowly
Tilly
puts
is
him down.
slowly reaching for her snake.
So he's just like, no, no.
So, what did you want to talk to me about?
I'm to understand that you manage the finances of the harbor around here.
Yeah, I'm Boss Mort.
Nice to meet you, Mort. My name is Gene Palsgrave. I'm a sailor around these parts, and my ship came into a bit of an unfortunate circumstance while it was moored at your harbor.
Ah, yeah. Heard about that. Some crazy kids, I guess.
Indeed, well, there's no telling what pirates or the whims of fate might bring. That is the nature of, well, sailing. I simply came to receive appropriate recompense for the materials that were damaged while we were moored safely in your harbor.
Can you prove that your ship was was sunk.
Absolutely. And Gene will just, pull out some soggy documents from the ship and from.
Yeah, providing all the soggy stuff and also
He'll take
proof that we were docked.
He'll take your soggy documents and look them over, and he takes them back to his desk and hops up in his way too big chair for him. It's like all the way up, and he just looks it over, and then he flips through like a ledger, and he's like, "Yeah, I guess. You're one of those merchant types, right? Always keeping documents. Always with the documents."
Well, it's times like this that it comes in handy. A rough estimation of the value of the ship would be at about 5 million. About 5 million belly. Or berry. Sorry, I sometimes let that slip in.
Yeah, it's a common accent off in some of the blues. You're not from around here.
I'm not, and also I look at it red. A lot of people write it out BLEI when it's pronounced BERRY. It's a whole thing. Regardless, a rough estimate of the value of the ship. It was a small, about a 10-foot vessel. And I describe the dimensions of the ship and that it was worth about 5 million. And I say, truth be told, in the situation, and since we would like to move things along, it would be used at this time, perhaps worth at about, maybe 2/3 of what its original value was, and given the nature of how we want things to move quickly, we would settle for 2.
2 million, huh?
Yes.
2 million. It's a pretty penny still, you know.
It's
can you roll
a pretty penny. Yeah.
Can you roll me diplomacy?
I don't think I'm good at any of this.
Millie should help. I mean, I'm gonna help. I'll use the help.
Millie
There it
doesn't
goes.
help. She's like,
There it goes.
She's like,
diplomacy,
back off,
I have
sweet
taken.
cheeks.
It is one of my favorite skills. But.
Back off, sweet cheeks. I don't need nothing from you.
he just gestures vaguely at Millie to shoo her away. And
Millie
Tilly again,
seems kind of sad.
Tilly again starts reaching for the snake around her waist.
I guess, I'm just using the help action, which I think adds a +2
Sure,
in this case,
that works.
And Gene will just toss in.
or something
We also would be lenient in overlooking the impropriety that you've shown to my granddaughter here.
Hey, she picked me up. Tell you what, though. I give you 1.5 to get out of my face right now.
Done.
And Gene, satisfied certainly with 1.5, shakes his hand and
Done
accepts
deal.
a big old pile of money.
I don't want to see you here again. Get out.
that. Wow, so rude.
We won't
Billy
be back
looks-
again unless one of our ships sinks again under your watch.
Ain't happening. I got my boys on it.
All right. And Gene will step out. Does he just give us a big
Yeah.
old bag of money?
I mean, he goes into like this money box, and there's a lot in there. Big bills, and he hands you like a small stack of bills. They're really big bills. He's not gonna break them for you or anything.
I'll put it in the hold.
As we're walking away, Millie looks pretty sad.
Don't worry, Millie. He's just a pig.
She will then hug her sister.
Yeah, it's okay. Besides,
Yeah, Millie, don't listen to that jerk.
Besides, he didn't hear your wonderful singing voice. I mean, he really didn't have the full Millie experience anyway, so you shouldn't feel bad.
Not to
You're
mention,
right.
he was kind of ugly.
It was unpleasant, certainly, but he technically did his job. So,
He didn't really
By
try
the
and
way, Gene, you did a really good job with that haggling. I don't actually know how much the boat would be worth, but
it was more or less accurate what I said. I tacked a little extra on, which I don't think anyone could have known.
good.
For our
I mean, either
troubles.
way, it's a good stack of money.
We still need a boat, though.
Yeah, we do. Let's go find one.
And I don't think that'll be enough, really. Boats are kind of expensive, I thought.
I
Not at all.
I don't think they're talking about buying it.
Well,
Eileen just looks confused.
I have a question for you, Eileen. Did your compatriots perchance have bounties?
Oh,
She looks increasingly nervous again.
well,
Millie will try to coax it out of her, grab her hands and say, "Come on, Millie, you can tell us. I mean, come on, oh Eileen, you can tell us."
Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Sil.
You got this, self.
yes. I have one too. I'm really sorry.
Oh, dear.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I guess that's to be expected with the king being a jerk and all, but
It's not your fault. It's difficult, but it's not your fault. But what are the bounties on your friends?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to think of some boundaries.
aren't you gotta be a bounty hunter to collect those anyway?
Do we? I actually don't know how that
You
works.
do need a bounty hunter's license. But the bounties on her friends were... Gosh, I was not prepared for this. Give me a second.
Well, they should have said they had bounties.
Yeah, they have bounties. What was it? What's decent bounties for the Blues though? Do you guys remember?
20,000 if 30 is too much.
Yeah, literally anything below 30 million. Literally could be anything.
All right, fair enough. Blondie. You guys remember Blondie? I'll bring him up.
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
Blondie had a bounty of 25 million berry.
I mean, that's really high, to be fair.
Yeah,
Like, I think Arlong had, like, only like 20 million or something.
yeah. This guy has 25, pretty much.
Because he's rude.
This guy had a bounty of 5 million. Gobi here. And this one had a bounty of, I think about 1 million.
Ah, yes, the guy that I absolutely nuked the next year.
Yes.
And my bounty's 1,000.
That can hardly be counted as a bounty, come on.
Bounty of a one girl.
Millie will then hug her very tightly.
It's okay, Millie. Don't worry about it. I mean, not Millie. It's okay, Eileen. Don't worry. See what you did to me, Millie. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna let anybody cash that in on you.
Okay. Thank you.
Even if we turned them all in, would we still have enough for a boat?
I mean, maybe, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure none of us are bounty hunters.
How hard is it to turn... well, let me also throw this alternative at you. I mean, I feel like any bounty hunter worth their salt would just take a cut to turn it in for us.
Probably, but
We just-
I mean, at the same time, they have to go and collect it, and there's no
Oh, well-
guarantee that they'll come back.
Well, what I'm saying is we can collect it, and then we wait outside.
Because you do it at like a government office just in town, right?
You do need to get a bounty hunter's license, and I do think you need to not have a bounty for that, and you also need... I think there's like an exam or something.
There's a whole thing.
Yeah, there's a whole thing.
Well,
mean,
what
we can-
Gene's proposing to do it just quickly out of character is we get them, bring them back, find a bounty hunter, basically pay them a small percentage to just turn in the bounty for us, and then profit. Everyone
I
profit.
feel like that's a lot of work, and we definitely need to procure a ship first.
Yeah, we're kind of on a time schedule because there's people actively looking for Eileen, so we can't.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we're
We can't really sit around here. We have to kind of go.
Yeah, well, my other half of that was drop, like, that money that we just got on a ship as bad as the one that we had, chase after them, and then keep their ship when we find them and that money.
Would we
Yeah.
even be able to catch up in a boat like that?
Do you
Yeah,
know
if
which way
they-
they went?
Yeah, we don't even know where they went. That's
yeah, and they would probably be pretty far, all considering.
yeah.
Because-
I mean, it would be a good plan if we knew where they went or where they were, but we have no clue where they are.
I'm gonna turn at this point then to... Why am I completely blanking right now. I'm gonna turn to
Dunstan?
Eileen. No, Eileen, and say, "Do you have any idea where they go? Do they have regular places that they perform at? Hideout."
Well, there's, Blondie isn't actually, well, from what I hear anyway, Blondie isn't actually the captain.
Who is?
Some guy in the Grand Line.
Huh. Well,
Wait, the Grand Line? Have you been there? Dunstan just immediately perks up at the sound of this.
No, not me. But I think Blondie went once.
Did he tell you anything about it? I'd love to hear any stories.
She smiles a little bit.
Well, there were a couple stories I could tell you.
wait. They're going to the Grand Line. We've been wanting to go to the Grand Line. Well, I bet they're going to the Grand Line. Who feels like having a good chase? We're gonna need a better boat than what we had, though, if we're gonna get to the Grand Line.
And as you say that, you catch out of the corner of your eye someone moving away from you guys really, really urgently. They were trying to be sneaky about it, but
Can I see who it is?
it just looks like some random person.
Uh-oh,
they're
guys.
headed-
Because we gotta go.
It seems to me like we should. All we need to do is go move up our ship
Do we see them? Like,
acquisition plan.
They're going. They're going. They're already talking to a black suited man,
Yeah, we gotta go
Oh,
now.
okay.
Time to leave.
and like the black suited
Find a
man
ship.
pulls out a Den Den Mushi, and then more black suited men start appearing.
Yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to get a boat and get out of here.
I
And-
know exactly which boat to get.
The marine one, right? I saw it at the dock.
Wait, there was a marine boat?
Yeah, I can show you the way if that's the one we want.
Those are
Correction. She says trash boat.
those are gonna paint a target on our heads.
I think either way, when we steal a boat, it's gonna paint a target on our heads. So let's just
Well,
hurry
no,
up.
I'm saying a marine boat on the high seas. It's easily identifiable. The sails.
I mean, that's
and-
Oh, we can be painted later.
All right, and as you guys are really hastily talking, a lot of black suited men start running towards you, and that's where we're gonna end this session.
It's definitely time to go.
That's where we're gonna end this session.
Woo!
Yay, cliffhangers! Cliffhangers are fun.
Yeah, cliffhangers. They're so fun. Definitely.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and
Oh, I did.
I hope everyone watching enjoyed.
I enjoyed the hell out of this game.
Eileen.
Absolutely
Eileen. Eileen. Eileen.
Oh, it looks like Jeremy's
How-
here. Oh my goodness.
How are you not coming down with "Come on, Eileen" for all the songs that?
Come
it's the
on,
only-
Eileen.
It's the only Eileen song.
Well, thank you all for coming, and thank you all for playing. It was wonderful. Hi, Maddie.
Bye, Maddie. Bye, Maddie.
Bye, everyone. Say bye.
Yeah, watch
Bye.
D&D time tomorrow.
But
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah, watch D&D time tomorrow.
Yeah,
Meet
yeah.
Jeremy's D&D time.
They're having a Carnival of Souls, and it's gonna be real spooktacular.
Oh yeah, this whole month is full of Carnival of Souls fun.
Yes, it's very spooky.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yes. All right, bye everyone. Have a good night.
Bye bye.